Have you ever felt tempted to say everything on your mind just to prove a point? In a world that values constant communication, silence can feel uncomfortable. But what if I told you that saying less can actually give you more power? Today we're diving deep into Law 9 of the 48 Laws of Power. Win through your actions, never through argument. This law isn't just about avoiding debates, it's about using impact, not words, to establish dominance, influence, and trust. Let's explore how mastering this law can drastically change the way you're perceived and the results you get. Law 9 teaches us a powerful truth. Words rarely change people. Actions do. Why? Because arguments trigger ego. When you argue, the other person feels attacked. Even if you're right, they stop listening and start defending. And even if you win the debate, you often lose their respect or cooperation. But when you demonstrate value through action, you bypass their resistance. Let's break it down with key takeaways. 1. Arguments make you look weak. Trying to prove a point verbally often signals insecurity. It shows you're invested in being right, not necessarily in achieving the best outcome. Consider a leader who constantly justifies their decisions. People begin to question their confidence. Now imagine a leader who speaks little but gets results. That silence becomes power. 2. Actions speak louder than defense. Let's say someone doubts your ability. Instead of arguing, prove them wrong with performance. Imagine you're in a workplace and someone criticizes your work ethic. Rather than confronting them, you take the high road and deliver top-notch results consistently. In time, your silence becomes proof, and your results shut down the critics better than any comeback could. 3. Influence without resistance. When you argue, the other person's ego engages. They want to win, even if you make sense. But when you show, not tell, your influence becomes subtle but undeniable. Take, for example, inventors or entrepreneurs. They don't convince people by talking. They build, create, and demonstrate. Elon Musk doesn't tweet technical arguments to prove a rocket works. He launches one. 4. Let others argue themselves into a corner. When people argue with you, don't engage emotionally. Stay calm, listen, and let them exhaust themselves. In the silence, you remain in control. It unsettles them, and it often leads to them reconsidering their own stance. Silence, when used strategically, is intimidating and powerful. 5. Don't explain, demonstrate. Explanation can dilute mystery. Sometimes your mystery is your advantage. Explaining too much can open you to criticism, reveal weaknesses, or make you seem like you're trying too hard. Use minimal words. Let results and presence build your reputation. Real-world example. Take the story of Alexander the Great. When his generals doubted his bold plans, he didn't argue. He mounted his horse, crossed into enemy territory first, and waited for his men to follow. That action alone won their loyalty far more than any speech could have. Practical tips to apply law. 9. Speak less than necessary. Let people fill in the gaps with admiration. Redirect confrontation. If you feel challenged, answer with calm action, not heated words. Build credibility through consistency. Let people trust you based on what you do, not what you say you'll do. Use silence as a strategy. Silence in meetings, relationships, or negotiations can make people lean in, rather than pull away. So the next time you feel the urge to argue, remember this. Power isn't in proving your point, it's in proving your value. Let your results speak louder than your opinions. If this insight resonated with you, don't forget to like the video and share it with someone who tends to argue too much. Comment below. Have you ever changed someone's mind through action instead of words? Let's talk power, not through argument, but through impact. Until next time, stay wise and stay strategic.